A man accidentally dug up a nuclear bomb from underground. After carefully confirming that the nuclear bomb was intact, he secretly transported it out with his son in the dead of night and delivered it to a local arms dealer. The arms dealer recognized it at first glance as a fission nuclear bomb made in Israel. He offered $400 to buy it and then resold it to a group of terrorists for $60 million. After receiving the nuclear bomb, the terrorists skillfully disassembled the warhead, took out the high-energy explosives, and installed them in a vending machine. Then, surprisingly, this vending machine showed up at the Super Bowl venue. It turned out that this group of terrorists planned to carry out a huge explosion in the United States and frame Russia for it, aiming to provoke World War III. Their target today was the president attending the Super Bowl. Just as the game started, the Secretary of Defense suddenly received a phone call. Someone told him that a nuclear bomb had been transported into the United States the previous day. The Secretary of Defense immediately realized that the president was in danger, so he promptly called the bodyguards to escort the president away. However, just as the motorcade had just left the stadium, a huge mushroom cloud rose into the sky. The shock wave from the explosion instantly covered the entire city. Fortunately, the president's limousine was extremely safe, and the president only suffered minor injuries. The top brass of the US military held an emergency meeting. They all believed that only the Russian military had the capability to secretly detonate a nuclear bomb on US soil and that they must be made to pay the price. While they were having heated discussions, the terrorists subverted a Russian military commander. 10 supersonic strategic bombers directly rushed toward the US aircraft carrier in the North Sea. With a huge explosion, the US aircraft carrier instantly turned into a sea of flames and completely lost its combat capability. When the US president learned that the aircraft carrier had been attacked, he believed that the Russian military had declared war. He dispatched 3 F-16 fighter jets to directly bomb the Russian Air Force base. As the conflict between the two sides continued to escalate, the presidents of the two countries decided to open the nuclear missile silos deployed around the world. They took out the nuclear briefcases and entered the launch codes. Just as a nuclear war was about to break out, CIA agents tested the residue from the explosion and found that it was a nuclear bomb made in Israel. Following this clue, the agents discovered that during the Fourth Middle East War in 1973, an Israeli warplane carrying a nuclear bomb crashed. Due to the chaotic battle situation at that time, the nuclear bomb was buried by wind and sand until it was discovered by local villagers 20 years later. The CIA agents immediately found their superiors and contacted the US president, preventing the outbreak of a nuclear war at the critical moment.